Hey guys, my name's Triumphy, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about why I believe Mythic rating and Raid Finder have been a tragic hit to World of Warcraft's rating scene and the player base and just the game in general. Um, so let me give you some background. I started in Wrath of the Lich King when the Dungeon Finder had just come out. I leveled without knowing anything else other than a Dungeon Finder. So if I wanted to do a dungeon, I'd queue up, do the dungeon, not a big deal. I thought that was awesome. I didn't have any really problem with that as a new player. As I was walking one day in the Stormwind, I saw this guy in full I believe Lightbringer gear. It might be not Lightbringer gear. It's the level 70 Paladin shoulders and the helmet, like the crown helmet, and the shoulders that glow and have like the book. Anyways, it's just a great set. I think one of the best tier sets we've ever had in World of Warcraft as far as Paladins. I saw that as a new player, and it intrigued me. And I can't say that anything's intrigued me in WoW as much since. Intrigued me to find out like where this guy got that gear. You know, it was almost like seeing Invincible for the first time and going, wow, like where did that mount come from? And so it really it lit that fire in me to try to get to the level cap, learn the game. And I'm sure this guy had probably been playing since the beginning of the game, as far as, you know, he was raiding at the time and wasn't a new player, obviously, the one that I had seen. So I get to level 80, you know, through doing the Dungeon Finder quests, and then at level 80 was raiding. And raiding was like the big thing. Okay, you couldn't queue up for it. You had to get a good group together, probably a guild group, to go in and you know, do the Lich King or do the boss or whatever boss you were doing in World of War, I believe. But I don't think Dungeon Finder was out during World War. So, you know, I had no problem with Dungeon Finder. It was never really a hit to me, not knowing that I had to group up and go to the dungeon before. I never knew that, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But this raiding scene was a big deal to me because I couldn't just queue up and hit a button and get to go see those bosses. You know, I had to really kind of communicate and make friendships and, you know, be kind of a part of the community or a guild if I ever wanted to step foot in one of those raids. And I thought that was just so cool. Like the baby steps that you had to take to the point that you could finally raid, or people would let you into a group, even if it was a pug. I thought that was really awesome and a way to let, you know, newer players see what in-game looked like and strive to maybe, you know, get there one of these days. And then with the new expansion came Raid Finder. And the first time I heard about Raid Finder, I'm not gonna lie, it really bummed me out because I was like, wow, you know, I finally just made it to this point in the game where I might be able to get into a raid. You know, I've made these baby steps, you know, my friends and stuff, to where I might finally be able to raid in Cata with a good group. And to be honest, I still haven't made it there, guys. I had a guild for a while, but it split up, and we raided, I think, Siege of Orgrimmar about halfway through. But Raid Finder kind of killed the excitement for me. It was like, oh, this awesome thing that only happened at endgame that you had to work for a little bit, you know, getting yourself itemized through dungeons and that type of stuff was now gone, because you can just go ahead and queue up for, you know, Raid Finder and see the whole exciting raid and get to kill the boss at the end. You know what I do when I get to the end boss and kill it? I kind of quit playing the game. So I don't know how they could fix this. I don't know if taking Raid Finder out and Mythic out of the game would help this situation. But I know that mid-level rating, as far as normal and heroic, are absolutely suffering right now. Because people are either going straight into Raid Finder, or they're doing the huge gap that it takes to get to Mythic, and they're only rating Mythic difficulty, and that's what everybody wants to pay for. That's where the big mount is. And I think it is absolutely, like, choking the life out of normal and heroic rating, and the groups of people that used to enjoy doing that together, and enjoy the threshold of difficulty to getting gear on a weekly basis, and seeing your character grow and become more powerful as the tiers come out. And I feel like you're either at one end of spectrum or the other right now. You're either playing Raid Finder, getting through it and going, or normal and getting through and going, all right, I'm good, I'm gonna go play League of Legends or Fortnite or something else that I can be on an even level playing field with people without necessarily having to be a mythic raider, or being a shitty raid LFR bot, basically. So that's just my opinion, guys. I think if you were to get rid of or do something different with Mythic difficulty and Raid Finder difficulty, and how easy it is to get right into the raids, I think you'd have people stick around longer, and play the game, not only to fulfill these systems that you want us to fulfill, but also to get to finally kill the boss, instead of just hitting the first easy difficulty, killing the boss, and being done with it. So that's just my opinion, guys. If you've rated a Mythic, I know I have a viewer, Magnus, who has rated Mythic, and I'm really interested on his opinion, from where I'm coming from, because he also started playing in basically Shadowlands, end of Battle for Azeroth. So I'd really like to hear everybody's opinions. You think doing something different with these raid difficulties would be a good idea? Maybe increase heroic just a little bit, and get rid of Raid Finder or something like that, and only have 2 difficulties where people can simplify their life, know that they have these 2 difficulties to make it through, and then I think we'd have longer play. I think we'd have more people playing, more happy people. And you know what? When the new raid comes out, I think people wouldn't eat through it right away, and just be done with it. So anyways, guys, my name's been Triumphy again. Thank you so much for watching and listening to my opinion on the subject. It's been a big one for me ever since Raid Finder came out, and I think this has been the best way I've ever kind of gotten it out in words, and I hope other people can express their opinions. So see you guys, bye.